What's going on, everybody? Don't mind me. I'm eating my magnesium glycinate gummies. Because magnesium is a very important mineral. Hey everybody, Draco Invictus here with another episode, part 4 of our Outer Worlds 2 playthrough. It is another day in paradise. Hi there, Miss Denise. I'm doing well. How are you? Let me continue where I left off. Oh, God. And my desk is falling apart. Okay, hold on. Okay, here we go. One. Hanging in there. That's all we really can do. So where are we at? Oh, we're on the ship. Okay. And I don't think there's anything to do on here. Okay. Take a look at our little mappy map. Yeah, see, we gotta explore this whole area over here. So let's bounce here. And then we'll go maybe up here and then over here. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. All right. Let's do it. I was on the phone with a bank a lot this morning, still dealing with my bank account getting hacked into twice in 1 week. Oh my God. It's horrible. Okay, so that's north. Yeah, that's the direction we want to head. As much as I hate it, two-factor authentication is vitally important. I hate it just because it's a pain in the ass and it slows me down. Oh, what's this? All right. Oh. Nice. That's a good little stop. So, yeah, I certainly don't want to fall down there. I don't think I'll be getting back up. What's up, Diz? Yeah, but you see, with two-factor authentication, they'd actually have to have your phone with them, like in their hand. So unless they stole your phone, they wouldn't have been able to get into your account. Oh, hello. 47 months. Yeah, it's been a little bit longer than that. Sitting on my phone in a cold parking lot's no fun. But at least I can see after 47 months, I am a young dragon. Never see this on my... You never get to see that? Wow, that's crazy. They were going in there at like 1 and 2 a.m. in the morning on an iPhone. I have an Android phone. Kleptomania. You just have to have it. Doesn't matter what it is. If it isn't yours, you want it. You'll occasionally steal something automatically, but anything you've stolen sells for significantly more. Warning: this flaw significantly changes the experience while in settlements. Not advised for players looking for a relaxing experience in towns. So you get 100% vendor buying price for stolen items, but you just randomly start stealing shit. No, we won't be accepting that. That's weird, Marcus, that you've never seen that before. Well, yeah, if all it takes is your password and they figured out your password, then once they log in, they can change all of that information. And if your bank doesn't offer two-factor authentication to log in to their website, then you may want to look at getting a different bank after you get this all sorted out. Hey, short bus. I can just pick that up. That's not even stealing. Okay. And of course, the age-old advice, never use the same password for two websites or apps. That can be a pain in the ass. But then there's ways that you can kind of mitigate that with like a password manager that also runs with two-factor authentication so that no one can just guess your password and log into it and then have all your passwords. Cobb makes me look bad.
First promotion accelerating activities done, and we've already got dropouts. Doozy of a drop, too. Can't believe Ormsby pegs these people as executive material. Me, sure. Them? Huh.
We can hear you.
Hush, Cobb. Today's task was about upward mobility. 3 died hanging the ropes. Told them they were doing it wrong. Dead include Assistant Hagen. And other slackwits.
Show some respect.
Oh, like you care. You didn't even participate.
I told you, I got a cute lumbago.
Time to break camp for the next skill-building exercise, which I will surely dominate. This is Sanitation Specialist 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐬𝐭, soon to be VP of something big, signing off.
I was gonna say, could you imagine living in a world that is this corporatized? But then again, I look at the current generation and meh, we're not that far off. Deep fried sisty bits. All right, we're not getting anywhere up there. I've been here before. We literally just walked in a circle. Good job, dumbass. The hell was that noise? We've been here before too. We have not been down there. All right.
Physiological cues indicate acute cantankerousness in nearby armed guards. A stealthy approach is suggested.
Thanks, Valerie. I was on the wrong damn one.
Confronting threat.
Status susceptible to damage.
Oh no! I have trauma kits. Score!
Stranger ahead.
What?
Awaits repair.
Jesus!
Not giving up without help, Commander.
Finally! Holy crap! Drug crash. Overdose of medical inhaler can cause you to experience a drug crash. While crashing, the inhaler is disabled, preventing you from healing further. To prevent crashes, ensure you're watching your toxicity closely. Investing in the medical skill can increase blah 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 blah.
Sequencing attack strategies.
God damn it! Stop pushing me out of the way, you shitheads!
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
God, these guys are well armored.
Status. Susceptible to danger. Emergency protocols ready.
Shit. There was probably another way to do all this, but this was fun.
Standing by with life support.
Okay. Memo to staff. Oh God. Wall of text. Lab notes. Confidential memo to all local managers. Download data. All right. Lots of loots.
Unsanitary conditions detected.
Oh, Jesus. I swear, someone on the staff got paid by the letter to write these damn things. I want that job. What do you do? I work for Obsidian Entertainment. Really? What do you do for? Are you like some big programmer? No, I write all the text in all of the interfaces, like all the computers and tablets and shit like that that you pick up. Oh, you mean those big walls of text? Yeah, that's me. Because that's one way to get your ass kicked all the time. Okay.
I've counted at least 6 horrendous death screams since you arrived. You must be affected as well. Could it be? You seem an honest-to-goodness rational human being, unhindered by bloodlust, unshackled from their basal ganglia. Well then, by the Loeffler Risk Intercession Act, under Outbreak Provision 5A, I hereby press you into service to aid me in our present crisis. I, 𝐂𝐚𝐧𝐬𝐿 Ormsby, Product Envisioner, Department of Proprietary Methodology and Audacious Advances, am your interim supervisor. Because I've squirreled myself away inside our test chamber for safekeeping? Well, I assure you my position as lead visionary of this innovative lab persists regardless. But back to the exciting news about this incredible new opportunity. You working for me, as an aide-de-camp of sorts, on a brief yet no doubt exhilarating assignment. Our lab had been researching the red spores that grow nearby to see if they might contribute to future Auntie's Choice products. As per usual, we threw precaution to the wind. A local spore sample interacted with a wonderfully preservative-rich diet of Auntie's Choice personnel, inadvertently leading to a chance reaction causing profound irritability. To a somewhat homicidal degree, it would seem to appear. By that measure, our work here could be considered a moderate success. Well, of course, succeeding in a haphazard fashion is one of the first courses taught to Auntie's Choice students in any field. But yes, I am something of a visionary. You see, our lab is a far cry from the others. You're part of something bigger here. The individual not only thrives, but shines even more brightly with the help of their brethren. It all requires a certain devotion. In the end, it's really quite in the best interests of everyone's careers. A rising tide raises all boats, as they say.
Wait, the lab's best interest rise what now?
You know what a spaceship is, yes? It's like that, but on the water. A boat is a non-space water ship, you see? Take it you're not very well-traveled or well-read, or... one hardly needs be versed in nautical matters to assist here. Let's move on, shall we? To devising a cure? Well, it should all be rather straightforward, yes? I suspect we'd use a top-down indirect coronium synthesis method, don't you think?
Oh, undoubtedly, and stuff.
Oh dear. It's occurred to me this might benefit to some extent from medical training. Are you perhaps someone well-versed with pharmacological matters?
I'm something of a self-taught medical expert. I read a chapter once on phrenology.
Oh, really? That's very interesting. I believe that long since discredited, but, you know, such things often come back into fashion. Apologies. I do tend to assume everyone has a doctorate, no matter if you are capable of following simple instructions. I'm sure I can guide you through it. Tremendous. Well then, before we roll up our sleeves and determine what's needed, any questions?
What do I need to do?
We'll need 2 things. Fresh samples of the red spores and the findings from the expedition that originally uncovered them. After that, an antidote should be possible in relatively short order, with your skilled assistance, of course.
All right, I collected all the findings from the expedition.
How exceedingly fortunate. Just one thing left to gather, then. Spore samples may be taken from a red plant indigenous to an area of tall rock formations northwest of here, ingeniously referred to as the Red Spire.
All right.
Once we have an antidote firmly in hand, we can save my remaining colleagues. so best not murder them all in the meantime.
A little late for that.
Typical Auntie's choice. Moving fast and breaking things.
Red Spire.
Commencing combat-related activities. Engaging hostile life forms. Health benefits available at your request.
Goodwin here. Field report update. We are approaching the Raptidon Den. These beasts have exhibited excessive irritability as of late. We endeavor to determine why. Surely the red spores aren't to blame. Windborne spores lack the catalytic agent of our food additives. Only way to be certain is to gather a stool sample. Simple enough. A routine task for the Audacious Advances field team. Quiet now as we approach the rat's nest. Certainly the spirited variety will offer... Oh, no! Oh, okay. We need to run now!
Entering a contact state.
There we go.
Enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendlies. swiftly neutralizing unfriendlies.
Hey, Russ. He was wearing all kinds of stuff. Ooh. Lockbox. Nice.
Foraging time's over. We should have what we need.
Incendiary triple barrel shotgun. Hell yeah. Has a plasma barrel on it? Yep. That sounds like a nice little upgrade. Because right now we just have a regular triple barrel shotgun. Oh, the plasma barrel actually cuts down on DPS. Yeah, it changes damage type to plasma at the expense of lower damage. Plasma damage stacks burn, dealing increasing damage over time to the target. Well, we'll equip it. We'll see how it goes. If we don't like it, we'll go back. Fancy. Okay. Let us. Guess we can fast travel back to here.
My most favorite, least homicidal subordinate. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at you. And to think I just forcibly coerced the first gormless dunderhead who walked by and found you. Lucky me. Now, first things first. Place the data cartridge in the drawer for me, right here, in the slot below my intercom. Haha. Allow me to give this a cursory eyeball and... perfect. I'm sure we have the correct neutralizing agent here in the lab. I'll nose out the exact compound within our chemical reserves in 2 shakes of a rat's tail. Well, it's a textbook example of the medulla oblongata wagging the cerebellum. Although, frankly, there's a plethora of ways to stimulate the reptile brain into such a flurry. None of the previous methods were anywhere close to being this commercially viable. But where there's a will, there's a way to make a profit. Honestly, this whole process is 1 part scientific testing, 2 parts improvisation, and a dash of pure, undiluted panache. Exactly what we do best. But it's only a matter of time. Normally, I'd say perfection can't be hurried, but... there. I have determined the ideal counteragent. Here you are. Place it and the spore samples into that synthesizer. Enable the device and it will beget a working antidote momentarily. Return with it directly as soon as it does, if you please.
This formulator is well worn, has been routinely used to combine various chemical substances with the right ingredients that can be utilized to synthesize an antidote for the homicidally irritable behavior affecting personnel in and around the lab.
I cannot wait to put this entire sordid affair behind us. Though in the end, this should turn out to be quite a lucrative day. I saw you working the chemical synthesizer. I presume you were successful in creating an antidote? Oh, please. Reject cynicism. Reject negativity and allegation and lies, right? I mean, let's. Choose positivity. Whimsy. Delight. Those are the waters I want to swim in, not mired in that sort of swamp. I feel that so much, don't you?
I get the distinct impression you're trying to change the subject.
Well, sometimes sharing the benefits of research also means apportioning some degree of the danger, offsetting accountability to others, sharing the blame. Why, it could have been me out there, you know, had I been simply another unwitting, unknowing participant. Thankfully, I benefited by having advanced knowledge of what might occur, and safely situated myself here. Well, I mean, did I play fast and loose to produce results quickly? Of course. We're Auntie's choice. That's how we operate. Did I turn the lab itself into an experiment? Meh. Research is an ongoing cavalcade of ethical dilemma and outward regret. At the end of the day, the only rule Auntie has is don't get caught. But you won't tell, though, yes? We're still chums, though, you and I, having come through so much together. Wonderful, wonderful! Knew you seemed a bankably reliable sort. All right. I am activating the air filtration system. There. Should only take a few moments for the antidote to circulate. Everyone still alive should be right as rain shortly. Marvelous. You'll find your remuneration in the chest behind me. My supervisor will hear of your actions. Oh, and before I forget, I, Omid Ormsby, under the power granted me by the Loeffler Risk Intercession Act, hereby free you from impressed service to Auntie's choice. Be seeing you.
Score. Oh. Escape protocol dispenses a smoke bomb in emergencies for when you need your escape to be utterly unnoticed. Also available in pine fresh and ocean breeze scents. Nice. All right, take that as well. That was certainly worth it. I know that there is a workbench around here. Ah, there it is. Geez, I have 12 mag picks. Wow. All right. Let's go here. No, nothing to change there. I guess I don't need all these triple barrel shotguns. I'll break them down. At least 2 of them. No, I'm waiting for them to be done with Valheim. Because they're taking too long and putting a bunch of shit in that I don't give a shit about. I don't care about clothes. You know, that's just a waste of the vendor. You know, it's like, finish the damn biomes. Finish the game. Stop putting in the superfluous bullshit. All right. I think that's it for all of that. Another mag pick. Nice. Okay. I should do my skill points though.
Under Protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreant locality.
A perfect life of contentment
All right.
and plenty. We have community, purpose, time for recreation. We sleep well at night. Work is stressful. Food is nutritious and plentiful. We have everything we need. Prudence dictates we take a moment to rightly appreciate it all and thank the
vigilant. We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
Huh. Well, at least it's not shooting the water anymore.
Patriarch chose Eden because she recognized it as the perfect
Visitors, huh? Just meandering about, free of any appointed minder? Not so sure I ought to be speaking with you. If you need someone to talk to hereabouts, I suggest you seek out Vigilant Hogarth. That tall, stately building back yonder is his domicile. Do hate to come off impolite. If you're so inclined, we can pick this up later, after you two confabulate. Word to the wise, despite what you might hear, we still consider ourselves part of the Protectorate. Anyone spots an outsider engaging in misdeeds might just open fire.
All right, good to know.
Ecosystem, like those nettlesome raptidons, or the base individualists within Auntie's choice. Though don't fret, the system is resilient. The system abides. But
Hey, Zero.
now, more than ever, we must all do our part to maintain it. Keep doing your job with pride. Keep informing on your neighbors. Same as ever. But prudence dictates we give it a little
Everything, literally everything I own is underwater.
What do you mean? Everything we have belongs to the Sovereign. We own nothing. But surely the Protectorate will provide anything we need.
Of course they will.
It's not just a good idea. Under Protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you entered a recreational locality. Record states as follows.
Star Trek Online.
Inhabitants are declared treasonous due to insufficient
That was playing.
against seizure, sabotage, and/or manipulative indoctrinatory falsity. Our enemies envy our prosperity.
Nice.
Because the matriarch herself designed it, and the sovereign embodies and executes on it. Throughout history,
Nice.
human societies were constantly out of balance. Individualism ran rampant. Depletion of resources and lack of community led to terrible suffering. Poor dears didn't have the we have community. Time for recreation. Prudence dictates we take a moment to rightly appreciate it all and thank the sovereign.
I'm wondering if 60 bits are like this universe's version of chicharrones, except they're taking off a living pig versus a dead one. Now I want some chicharrones.
Of course, it's part of the Sovereign's plan. He floods our houses, which makes more habitat for fish, which offers us more to eat, which gives us the strength to build new houses. But then, how do I cook the fish?
Well, it's infected. Redstone arrives soon, we'll have to start cutting.
Right now, the paradigm needs our houses underwater. Hopefully it'll need them dry again someday, but until then, it's a short swing.
This is all going perfectly according to the paradigm, I guess. I just can't wait for it to be going more perfectly again.
Word on the wireless is that Auntie's choice is years behind us sociologically.
Okay, so I picked up a key. I think it's for this building back here. Nope. Now this is the generator station. I got the key for the broadcast? What did I get the key for? Yeah, broadcast facility. Okay. Trying to think about the last time I had a beer.
Purpose, time for recreation.
Greedy.
We sleep well at night. Work isn't strenuous or stressful. Food is nutritious.
It is my esteemed pleasure to welcome you to Westport, once a shining testament to Protectorate excellence, now a picturesque example of the evils of corporatism. But where are my manners? We do not have much, but please let me offer you some victuals. Tut. I insist. Serving Unit 1. Something for the visitor at once?
Confirmative.
Perhaps you're wondering why I'd open my arms thusly for a stranger. Simple. As the guiding light for humankind, we always put our best foot forward, regardless of circumstance.
Because she recognized it as the perfect ecosystem.
Our society was built from the bedrock up through the vision of our matriarch. Due to her genius, the structure of our society is perfect, planned down to the last subject. We all work as a unified whole for the betterment of all. Unlike those corporate colonies, where it's every person for themselves.
Let's see. Is there no room for personal freedom?
Personal freedom is just another way to encourage selfish consumerism. Why, we've even eradicated manual labor through our perfection of auto mechanicals. Can aunties claim such? That brings me to a matter I'd like to discuss with you, actually. I believe something still can be done. This town can be saved, its people given a reprieve. Were we to acquire the one thing vital to our existence. Auto mech parts. What?
Comestibles served.
We of the Protectorate pride ourselves on our mech programming. Among the vigilant, it is even considered something of a sport. We are not miracle workers, however. Without parts to work with, we've no hope of remaking our mechs to do tasks beyond their initial functions. We need repair mechs, domestic mechs, not combat ones. Serving Unit 1 here is about as much as can be accomplished without replacement parts.
Let's use our engineering because we don't often get a chance to use that.
We are of like minds. We lack not the skill to do so. Our wily chief mechanist can reprogram the mech, but not without parts. Unfortunately, we lack ready availability of said parts. Why, we're traitors, obviously. We've not fulfilled our duties as members of the Protectorate. It is incumbent upon us to fight to the death, yet we still live, as does our enemy. Now, either the Arbiters arrive to execute us, or this place falls under the vapid boot heel of Auntie's choice. No matter who wins, we cannot sustain ourselves here for long.
How can a boot heel be vapid?
My linguistic embellishments are somewhat beside the point. This here's a matter of accountability. Responsibility was mine. Disgrace and judgment should be mine solely as well. My intention is to absolve my subjects of any and all such blame. I owe it to every single person here to try.
A perfect life of contentment and plenty. We have community, purpose.
What sort of payment do you seek? Don't imagine we have much you need.
Work isn't strenuous or stressful. Food is nutritious and plentiful.
Enough to lead and inspire those who work there, once at least. I was previously the ranking vigilant on this island. Why do you ask? Difficult place to saunter into. Station's off limits to anyone without the highest security clearance. For anyone lacking reason to be there, it's assured suicide. In exchange for the automech parts we need, I can provide you means to get inside. Never dream of such a proposal in days of reason and quietude. Yet such is the here and now we find ourselves in. Wonderful. My unavoidable march to the gallows feels lighter already. At least now my subjects will have a fleeting chance. The parts can be found at the Euphoria Coast Automech Repair Center to the south. But do not, under any circumstances, tell those stationed there why you need them. To get inside, you will need an access pass from the Ministry of Accuracy. Since we have all been marked as traitors, I cannot create one for you here.
Doesn't really matter which of these two. I'll go with this one.
Farewell now.
Ecosystem, like those nettlesome raptidons, or
Okay, so before we go do that, make sure we loot everything else around here. Vigilance personal quarters.
Outsider.
Keep informing on your neighbors. Same as ever. But prudence dictates we give it a little extra added zeal for now, just to offset any minor disruption.
Gray gone astray? Book a stay today. Are you mentally refreshed?
Under Protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreant locality.
There we go.
As follows.
We got his room key. Nice, 600 XP. That's worth it. All right.
Work isn't strenuous or stressful. Food is nutritious and plentiful. We have everything we need. Prudence dictates we take a moment
Trust the plan, preserve set progress, sustain the system, serve the sovereign.
A fine quote. My favorite is, we must rout all disruptive factors and invasive elements.
Door is barred shut. Well, we're not getting from out here.
I was sad for a moment because my house got submerged in flooding. Then the wireless told me everything was splendid. So I feel much.
Nope. Oh.
The wireless said that flooding westport is
resilient. The system.
Did you hear? They're letting anyone who wants to train at the Arbiter's facility.
The paradigm says we're to spend our lives in our predetermined profession.
Quite so generous of the sovereign to let us become tiny pawns in the great war machine. Prudence dictates that we watch our neighbors, but I may just invite him over to make it easier.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assignment?
Lots of loots. We can't actually do anything with it now? Or at this point, I guess.
Throughout history, human societies were constantly out of balance. Individualism ran rampant. Depletion of resources and lack of community led to terrible suffering. Poor dears didn't have the firm but
The matriarch and sovereign chose Eden, the perfect ectotope, as our home, and devised the paradigm as a great way to maintain it. Appeared right out of the aether, just as I imagine our proud sentinels do. Like, here I am, your innermost thoughts are known to me, and nobody once hears from you again. Caught me reciting passages from a beacon to the cosmos, illustrating my steadfast fidelity. All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the sovereign. That part always hits me directly. To quote my personal log, an essential passage, rightful and true. Charlton Weintrott.
There's a purple stain all around your mouth. What is that?
Did I? Not again. Oh, this? It's a birthmark, skin condition, both, about which I am rather sensitive, thank you very kindly.
Is your job to generate implausible statements? If so, you deserve a serious promotion.
Say, you are every bit you seem, yes? Thoroughly on the up and up and in no way a hidden agent? It is widely known that a sentinel is required to stand revealed before rendering judgment. Why, a plot point about that featured prominently in the latest episode of Red Cloak.
Of course you believe everything on the Aether Wave. I guess it would be stranger if you didn't swallow the propaganda, even if it does take some heavy dramatic license.
Naturally, sometimes challenges do arise. We all know how
Undercover operatives being required to reveal themselves seems unlikely.
Well, you appear to be far more fluent with Sentinel procedure than I. Veiled implication understood. If you'll excuse me, I best return to my work tasks. If you were a Sentinel, or in some Sentinel-adjacent role, I'd of course be honored to have you inspect my belongings. Unfortunately, my house is currently besieged by Crabbles. In any case, back to it.
On your neighbors, same as ever. But prudence dictates we give it a little extra added zeal for now, just to offset any minor disruption.
Greetings, non-protectorate wretches. With regret, I must inform you that those outside our glorious society may not take freely from our stocks, as our subjects do. However, I may offer you a limited selection of premium items for moderate respective fees. Initiating.
All right, what you got? The hell is this? It's a knife that stabs the attacker as well as the victim. Awesome. We'll buy that. We want all the decryption keys. Yep.
Under protectorate law, we are bound.
All right, come on, you two. We're looking for Niles' buddy.
Almost missed the routine certitude of my assigned profession.
Insufficient zeal in defense against seizure, sabotage, and/or manipulative indoctrinatory falsity. Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer.
Let me know when you needed a stroke. Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
Engaging combat protocols.
Ready to waste. On your command.
Okay. Well, the music is stopped.
Sit or sprint? Typical predicament for an anti-bottom runger like me. Wish I never snuck in here to begin with. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Nah, it was a great idea. So much stuff for the taking around here. Motherload of loot. Plenty to get me back in the sprag race. Just didn't account for all these crabbles. Real fly in the old ointment. I could just sit tight, live lean off all these supplies, hunt the crabbles skedaddle, or maybe open the door and bolt. Seems like a good idea. Nah, it's a great idea.
Salted chips. Aren't most all chips salted? I don't think I'd like a potato chip if it didn't have salt on it. Ooh, hello, high security lockbox. Nice. That's 2 that we found this episode alone. Holy cow. Someone was into Purple Berry Crunch. It's probably that idiot from earlier. Yep. Carlton Waintrout. I knew it. Sweet Lord. I'll leave this up for a couple more seconds for any of you that want to read it. All right. So we've covered all of the buildings except for the one that allows us to reunite. We've looted all the lootable things.
This looks like the place. Lord, I haven't felt this high strung since Horizon Point. Just hope he's here.
Niles.
Howdy, Zed. You look... well.
Has my mind been set upon by shadows? I thought you dead.
Can't imagine why you think that. I've only been gone 4 years.
Oh, back from your little saunter then, are you? Head all cleared? I must say you took quite the perambulation. I hope you didn't wear out your rotation adapters.
Zed, this is the commander I told you about. One in charge of the Horizon Point mission.
So, you are keeping company these days. Just not mine.
Any wonder why? You're kind of an ass.
Hang fire, Commander. Look, I'm not just here to gas you up with empty apologies. I want to set things right between us.
Oh, now you want to help. Where were you when the war happened? Or when I was being carted off to mental refreshment? Where were you when I actually needed you?
I know I let you down before, but give me a chance to earn back your trust. There must be something I can lend you a hand with. I know you haven't given up the fight.
I haven't the time to patch your bleeding conscience, Niles. I'm in a situation that demands my full attention.
It's Baines. My team's been caught. Pharaoh and March are dead. Protectorate are holding the rest for interrogation. A ship is inbound to take us off-world, to the consul himself. I barely managed to evade capture. Damn it! It looks like the data went through, but there's something wrong with the connection. The cipher isn't transmitting.
Found her! You there! Step away from that terminal at once!
Audra! Fuck! It's all coming apart.
What was that about?
That was one of my operatives. I organized the mission to infiltrate the Vox to acquire valuable intelligence. But obviously, something's gone wrong. Without that cipher, the intelligence is worthless. But I'm more concerned about my people at the moment. If you're sincere in your desire to help, prove it. Rescue my friends before that ship departs with them on board. Please.
I'm in if Niles is.
I am. Without question.
Okay. If they're sending a ship, that means my people are being held on the Vox's landing pad. Use my call sign so they'll know you for an ally. I'm certain Niles remembers it. And do exercise discretion, as well as caution. The guards at the Vox won't hesitate to fire upon you, should you be discovered.
Not to worry. This is exactly the sort of thing we're trained to handle.
Yes, but the uniform doesn't stop bullets, as I'm sure you recall.
Good thing we know a doctor then.
Then let's hope the ship also takes its time arriving, and that my friend's pain threshold withstands any attempts to soften them up for the console. I'll answer what I can. If you must know, it was my sister. A neighbor reported her for some misconduct, and she was taken to be refreshed. I never heard what her alleged crime was meant to be. The woman who returned was nigh unrecognizable. The injustice of it rattled me. And once I began to look into what had happened, the more discomfort I felt. Then I met Niles. He told me the truth about other colonies. Made Arcadia feel so small, claustrophobic, repressive. And my smoldering resentments became a full conflagration. Stop there. I know what you would ask, but I've done my best to put that unpleasant experience behind me. Please respect my wish to avoid reopening closed wounds.
All right.
The Crabbles? They keep people away who might otherwise stumble into my operation here. I feel kindly toward them. Ah, of course. Hogarth and his unfortunate charges would be top of mind if you've explored the nearby settlement. I sympathize with the plight of those in Westport. They want nothing to do with me, of course, or anyone outside the Sovereign's grace, which has been to my benefit. I do believe that one day, the truth of the Protector's iniquity will be too obvious to ignore. But for now, not even a crowbar could pry open all those shut eyes.
All right. Cool. We're gonna loot the crap out of your place. Don't mind me.
Do you always put your hands on other people's things?
Yeah, pretty much. Matter of fact, now I'm gonna pickpocket your ass. See? I just took your carton of smokes. Smart ass. All right.
Give the order and I'll take care of it, Commander.
I didn't actually mean to come in here and mess shit up, but I just figured I was here, so I would take a look around. That's what I get for thinking, I suppose. Intended for washing, drinking, and cooking purposes. Production of foreign contaminants strictly forbidden. Whoops. I don't know that I actually want to do that. See, it's flagging me as trespassing. Because I'm not done in Westport yet. Let's see if they shoot at me when I come back up here to the top.
Keep doing your job with pride. Keep informing on your neighbors. Same as ever. But prudence dictates we give it a little extra
Outside.
for now, just to offset any minor disruption.
All right. No one's shooting at me.
Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental.
All right. Let's go here. Region. Back to the ship. Ooh, the Earth Directorate found a new flaw in you. Treacherous. You're not made for fighting fairly. Your max health is reduced, but enemies lose track of you quicker and you'll deal bonus sneak attack damage. Minus 25% base health, but you get 50% enemy awareness depletion rate and 100% sneak attack damage. Ooh, that may be one that I want. I mean, it really makes me a glass cannon. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. Now this is the one I don't want. Ice cream instead? Nice. What flavor? Life hasn't been easy for you, but you've learned to power through any of your disadvantages and come out better for it. This flaw drastically changes the experience and is not recommended for you on your first playthrough. Flaws must be accepted, but you gain an extra perk point every 5 levels. This bonus is retroactive. We are not going to accept that one. Hot chocolate flavored one. Okay. So kind of like a rocky road, because I'm assuming that there's some marshmallow bits in there. That's good hot chocolate right there. Yeah, we're not going to accept this one. Ooh. I mean, the extra perk point is decent, but you're only getting, what, an additional 5 perk points? Because the first perk you get... No, I guess you get perks every other level. And then you get... No, this is every 5 levels. So yeah, you'd only get... You wouldn't get one at first level, so you'd get one at 5th level, 10th, 15, 20, 25, and 30. So you'd only get 5 extra perks, but you have to accept every flaw that comes at you. No, not for my first playthrough. Native species. What is this one? Sound radius for weapons is decreased by 25%, decreasing to 50% with your sneak skill. Cauterizing materials. You no longer take damage from burn, instead healing while burning. Interesting. Oh, this is the helmet that we picked up last time. When it's time to reload, it's time to explode. Fires subtle explosive beacons that stick on impact. Reloading detonates the beacons. Damage scales with explosive skill. That would be cool. that's a cool weapon if you're doing like an explosives build, which we're not. So I'm not even going to bother wasting my keys on that. That's Valerie's mod kit. I think I'm gonna claim this. Let's do it. Oh, hell yeah. Tastefully inhuman. Nice. I think we'll go with this helmet just for the crit chance and crit damage right now. Oh, that was weak spot damage. I do like weak spot damage. We'll stick with this for now. All right. And on that note, I'm going to take a quick break, stand up, stretch my legs, get a bio break in. And I encourage you guys to do the same. And I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you had a good break. Got to stretch out my shoulder a little bit. Oh, God, this thing's been killing me. I sleep like crap because I want to roll over onto my left. I can't because of my shoulder. And it drives me crazy. And then it gets caught on like my blanket or my sheet or something like that. And oh my God. It's quite painful. Okay. So. We need to come over here and get the parts. So let's do that. Guess we gotta leave the ship first. Thank you, thank you. All right, where are we going in here? It just says replacement auto mech parts. I was looking for like, do I need to pick up specific parts, but I'm not seeing any of that on here. Oh, hello. Holy cow. There's a silencer for a light pistol. An advanced mag. Oh, there we go. Repeating rifle silencer. 425, I'll buy that. Hologram sight, micro reflex sight. See, I think I have the prism sight already, and it's a 2x magnification. So that's the best magnification that I can find for the repeating rifle right now. And I just bought a silencer for it. What else did I buy for it? I guess it was just the silencer. Stealth multiplier 420%. Weak spot bonus 130%. Hell yeah. Well, got my first sort of sniper rifle. I'll take it. Let's break down any junk we have. No, we have no junk. Nope, I'm just that good.
Greetings, potential customer. State your business. Initiating commerce.
Nope. Might as well take advantage of it, right?
Shifty looking individual, if you ask me.
Apologies, but an automechanical's work is never concluded.
Right shifty looking individual, if you ask me.
No one asked you.
A right shifty looking individual, if you ask me.
Yes?
Here we go.
Hazel should get you sorted right quick, assuming she has the parts. She's right between the barracks and the main gate. Can't miss her.
All right, thanks. Just had to talk to the right person. Hazel.
Oh, unfamiliar clientele. I was just lamenting the lack of new faces around here since supplies stopped arriving. And then you walk in. Name's Hazel. I'm sort of the acting quartermaster around these parts. You need any supplies? Talk to my friend the quartermech here. You'd think that a fully stocked auto-mechanical repair center would have automech parts, and 9 times out of 10 you'd be spot on. Trouble is, a bunch of supplies went missing recently, right around the time the quartermech completed a routine inventory.
Where were they working at the time?
You're not implying the quartermech is somehow responsible, are you? I'd hate for the big guy to get in trouble.
Automech cannot be held accountable for the folly of mankind.
All right, that's good news, I believe. You go on and find your parts while I ponder the mystery of what was just said. Delphinia's lab would be the place to search. We use it for storage, and our records indicate the supplies were present and accounted for.
Standard Earth Directorate protocol calls for a thorough grid search of the premises, Commander. Those parts are bound to turn up somewhere.
Are you acquainted with Delphinia? She's a scientist on loan from the Vox Relay, helping with the Zeranium leak and all.
Yeah, we've met.
As she ought to be. Donaldson needs to get this facility back in working order. Otherwise, we're all bound for mental refreshment. On that happy thought, best of luck in your search. Do let me know if you need anything.
Cool. Back over here. Maybe we just need to talk to Delphinia.
Ah, my erstwhile assistant returns. To what do I owe the pleasure? Now that you mention it, there was one particularly insistent little mech who kept trying to put all manner of bric-a-brac in here. After several firm remonstrations, I told it the interior of this building is off limits while I am working here. Didn't see that peculiar little scamp again after that. Until a more convenient date and time.
Great, now what are we looking for? All right, Denise. 3 a.m. Ooh, God, yeah. Get some rest. There's nothing to interact with up here. Oh, wait. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Ta-da! All right. One little part right here. Okay. So we got that. Now head back over here. Excuse me.
Under Protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreant locality. Record states as follows. All inhabitants are declared treasonous due to incidents.
Look who's back.
Against seizure, sabotage.
All these vexatious disruptions keep us falling westport. When are things gonna settle back again?
They're never going to settle back.
Welcome back.
They sneer at our contentment.
Ah, the itinerant stranger returns. That is most excellent. Please, hand them over. Yes, we had what you outsiders call a deal. I promised you a means past the bridge and a way inside the Vox relay. There is wreckage from a crashed ship traversing most of the expanse. With the right equipment, the path will lead you directly to the Vox relay's main gate. Tell me, do you already have Protectorate jump boots in your possession? That's what I knew them as. The official title is Personal Plasma Thrusters, I suppose. Wouldn't know much about that, but you'll find they serve a practical purpose here. With them equipped, you'll traverse that path with relative ease. I'll prepare a writ of conscription to allow you entry to the Vox relay. While most would refuse my authorization, the sentry assigned to the gate once lived in Westport. Sentry second-class layman. Show the writ as proof I have conscripted you into my employ. Use it to press service on my behalf, and she will let you in. Once you're inside, there's something else I need you to do. Something that would save many lives.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most...
In here, I thought stretch goals were more on brand for Andy's choice. That's funny.
The Vox relay is, to my mind, a time bomb. Brigadier Montelli's lost his way. Now all manner of chaos is raging there. I've heard tell he's even resorted to extra-legal executions. Madness, I tell you. A brigadier doesn't act as judge, jury, and executioner. That's an arbiter's job. And even then, they're enforcing existing protectorate law. Why, isn't it obvious? As vigilant, I was his commander, and without my guidance, he was lost. All manner of chaos seems to be the order of the day at the station. Executions done in the service of order are an unfortunate necessity. Done at the whim of an individual, well, that's just one more depravity Antes has wrought upon us. Regrettably, yes. Yes, I do. I have given the matter much thought and can see no other way around it. I may have been branded a traitor, but I remain loyal to Protectorate ideals, which he has abandoned. Brigadier Montelli is a stain on the Protectorate's good name, and every moment he remains in charge at the Vox Relay diminishes us further. Good, good. Here is the writ. I may not survive to see what occurs, but I trust you to follow your conscience. Farewell now. Promise you'll return here if you can, to check in on my people and see how they fare.
Wait, you don't think this is gonna work, do you?
Oh, I don't doubt your abilities, but the prospects remain exceedingly poor. The facility is exceptionally well guarded, and forces there are the pinnacle of protectorate training. Even if you succeed, it's only a matter of time before the Arbiter arrives to administer my sentence. Any chances of me avoiding my fate are quite slim, I fear. Farewell now.
That you have entered a recreant locality. Record states as follows.
All right.
Inhabitants are declared treasonous.
Return to Hool. Return to the bounty board. Let's go do this. Enter the cellar. Now let's go check that out. Now we can investigate the greenhouse too. And while we're there, we'll talk to Hool and hit the bounty board. So lots of things to do.
Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's choice? Remember, Auntie knows best.
Can't believe some of those Protectorate hull heads just couldn't see the benefit of self-betterment.
Yeah, let them simmer in their cells first. Less able bodies rustling in on
These wretches got me awful perturbed. I've been gone a while. How'd it go? Tell me you got good news. Why, that's terrible. But you said you have the schematics? I'll take those. What? Sovereign's finest potato corollary peeler? This was supposed to be a guaranteed bestseller. Who in their right mind would... Jackson, you idiot! Ah! It's a good thing he's dead, because if he wasn't, I'd kill him! There's no... God damn it! I'm never getting that promotion.
Thought you were all marketing geniuses who could sell anything. Good chance to prove it.
This was supposed to be my easy path to a promotion. Must be something I can do to salvage this. Tell me, did you come across any other advanced Protectorate technology while you were there? Anything more, well, easily marketable?
No, nothing at all. I'm not giving up my boots, that's for damn sure. Well, let's tell him about the boots.
Personal thrusters? No one would ever want such preposterous things. I'd be laughed out of recreant reclamation. Imagine jumping about like a sprog. Ridiculous. Well, here's all I can spare in regards to your compensation. Try not to spend it all in one place. It's supposed to be categorically bad for commerce. In the unlikely event things somehow pan out and I get that big promotion, I'll see you're taken care of. Until then, take care.
Nice.
Whoever fixes this rift problem is definitely getting a whole side suite with an elite.
Let's see. What do I want to... Well, I need to get lockpick up to 12, sneak up to 10, guns up to 20, engineering to 6, hack to 6, and observation to 10. So lots of choices. I guess what's the next perk we can take? The level 8. So we need guns at 8, sneak at 8 to take suppressionist. Keen observer, you gain increased weak spot damage when crouched and not moving. So guns, sneak, and lockpick are my three biggest. 20, 10, and 12. Yeah, engineering's at 6, hack is at 6, observation's at 10. So let's do... Guns and sneak, huh? Okay. So let's get sneak up. There we go. And then apply.
An Elysium view in head office tower. Just wish they'd solve it already. These rifts are giving me the collywobbles.
All right, so we got that done. Let's go over here, set that to active. Over at the greenhouse.
You know, I'm really starting to feel hopeful about settling here in Fairfield.
Why settle?
So I'm not seeing any way inside the greenhouse. To the center of some sort of smuggling or black market activity. The scope of her operations is intriguingly mysterious and likely worth investigating. All right, let's look around the outside, maybe. No doors down. Maybe we go up.
You're back. Why?
Oh, okay.
You read my terminal? How embarrassing. The compliance adjusters broke the door lock when they arrested my predecessor, and I haven't gotten around to fixing it yet. Not that I thought anyone had come snooping. I'd made careful arrangements to tie up everyone's loose ends. Everyone except you, it seems. So, why are you so interested in my other work? You're not part of compliance. Huh. Assertive, ambitious, and aggressively self-deterministic? A go-getter who's not afraid of getting into the muck if there might be profit in it? You know, I've been looking for some backfills with the kind of cleverness usually only found on the seedy lower decks of the claim. Feel like making a few bits? I'm part of Sub Rosa. We're a group of merchants, information brokers, and commodity traders who deal outside the systems most folk are confined by. We're the best way to get things done in anti-space if you're looking for profit. Want to buy it, sell it, move it? We've got someone to do it for you.
Yeah, I saw your messages. I know what happens to people you work with.
They were rubes, nitwits, dolts so lacking in faculties that they couldn't handle the minuscule, and by that I mean damn tiny, amount of discretion this job requires. They had to be dealt with so we could all get back to work. And now that I'm here, things will be running right smoothly. So, long as your brain pan's filled with more than a half-dead sprat spinning on a rusty wheel, I absolutely guarantee this is a no-risk venture.
All right, make your pitch.
Oh, isn't that just wonderful? I had no suspicion when you walked through my door that you'd help resolve the last of the morass Paradise Island has become for us. And all we need you to do is access Quartermaster Cardos's terminal and scrub any Spectrum vodka from her ledgers. It's already been resold, so having it in her system could become problematic. Expunge it, and I get you some bits, and the friendship of Sub Rosa all over the system. You get me?
All right.
And I'll be waiting here with your bits.
Cool. Who's Officer Cardoza? Huh. Oh, I haven't even been over into this area. Maybe I have. Access the Quartermaster's terminal. Well, let's go do that.
This new corporate life is so confusing for us Protectorate folk. Do you mind?
Commander, there is a 98.7% chance that hunting Agent DeVries will require greater amounts of ammunition than you currently possess. Ammunition can be purchased at vending machines or crafted at a workbench using materials like this collection of scrap metal and powder.
I can also help you craft items in a pinch when we're out together. Most won't even explode on you.
Wow, they just gave me some scrap metal and black powder. Thanks, guys.
Protectorate folks must have been bored out of their skulls before we showed up. Now I think they're a real shindig.
Gonna need a bigger storeroom for all these orders.
I need the replenishment terminal key card. I didn't see the first thing I grabbed from her. Nope. While I'm here, might as well look, right? Yeah, already got that. Already got that. Well, I may need to buy this. No, I'm going to hold off on that just in case I find a better one. promotion request. Denied again. Okay, so where... Where might you be, little key? Oh, okay. That's how we fix the sky mines. Sweet. That was what? Episode 1? Jeez.
Let me guess. Gun keeps jamming, armor don't quite fit snug as you like. State your division and I'll get you outfitted. Quick and proper, or your next provision's free. If you're not with a specific division, I'm supposed to take down a name before offering my wares. I'll just make it up for expediency's sake. All bits spend the same to me. As Chief Replenishment Officer, it's my privileged duty to furnish our brave troops with all of their wartime essentials. You could say I put the ration in liberation. Tell me what you need, and I'll do my ample best to supply you.
Let's go with this one first.
Those hoople heads. First they botched their work up here, now the Grove. If there were medals for incompetence, they'd be well decorated. Well, I thank you for helping them out. Sorry you had to go out of your way. What do you need this time? I'm sure you'll find something to your liking.
Whenever you take damage in combat, you have a 5% chance to receive scrap metal or black powder. Chance increases to 15% with your engineering skill. And then cost cut materials plus 30% damage resistance, but 5% damage resistance is lost every time the wearer takes damage, down to no additional bonus. Resets on combat end. That's funny. Yeah, see, plus 10%. Weak point damage. I think I had a hat that already gave me that. Do a quick little save.
Business is always good when a war's on. What do you need this time?
Wondering if I could take a look at your terminal.
Now there's an odd request. If you've got queries about my stock, I'm sure I could answer them for you. Wait one rat-gone moment. Did Miss Galloway put you up to this?
Yeah, she sure did.
I can't for the life of me deduce a reason as to why a greenhouse manager would be interested in military inventory. What kind of plants are we growing in there?
I don't ask questions.
Maybe you ought to start, because without a good reason, answer's still no.
Officer Cardoza was unmoved by the direct approach. Maybe you can find another way to get her away from her terminal. Now, see, I need the replenishment terminal key card.
You'd be back. What do you need this time?
Hack 2? Ugh. Damn it. Alright, so we're not going to be able to finish this just yet.
Good eye. Oh, I'd say they're better than nice. Got more armor than a hammerclaw, but better flight handling than the old clunkers we used to stock. If things had turned out differently, might be someone else standing here. While I'd be off piloting one of those beauties.
What's stopping you from pursuing that dream?
Don't have the aptitude for flight, apparently. But this role suits me fine. I like the upward mobility, in the metaphorical business sense, I mean. I heard you got the bug, huh? Huh. All right, come on. Let's give you a quick tour. She's a beauty up close, ain't she? More cylinders than you can count powering her engines. She uses her shape to drop like a stone during landing. Counters headwinds pretty well, too. I could stand here all day just admiring.
Let's drop a quick save. Aha! Got it. Woohoo!
Not everyone's cut out for life in an anti-encampment. It's intense, but only 3 to attend.
While we're at it, let's come over here.
What in the... All right, so you got her working. Bully for you. No, sorry, you're right. You did me, and all of Fairfield, a good turn here. Just thought I'd feel more relieved when the launcher was working again.
If feelings were logical, we'd have to call them something else. Bet you'd feel better rewarding the person who helped you out.
Real subtle, ain't you? Here, managed to cobble some frags together from a damaged mine earlier. Who knows? Might get you out of a pinch one of these days. And seeing how expertly you worked, you may as well take this armor modification too. I'm sure you'll have an easier time installing it than I would.
All right. Well, that was an easy peasy one.
This paradigm thing you people are always going on about, does it really improve your life?
Oh, yes. The paradigm research
Hello again. You get that inventory issue sorted? How grand. That officially mops up the last of the mess from the buffoons that came before me. And, as promised, my good fortune is also your good fortune. And while this might be a tad fewer bits than you were hoping for, remember, you've also made allies that you'll find all across Arcadia. Just keep watching for paintings of a stylish yellow rose with a split black circle near the middle. Like the one you passed on your way in. Find that rose, and you find Sub Rosa.
All right. Cool. We are just getting crap done tonight.
This Memorium character of yours, is he some kind of...
Now, there is something that I was told that I missed. And it was on a scarecrow. I just gotta find it. Maybe over here. Yep. The battle helm of Terrobane. Incognito. Let's go ahead and take that. Let's take a look at it. It's a bucket. Become camouflaged while standing completely still. Disguise may be ineffective against tarot rays. Protects about as well as it holds water. That's funny. So if we equip this... Oh god, that's horrible. I love it. I'll take the pitchball card too. Oh, you can't even aim. Well, I guess you could. Because you get the little white dot. Yeah, that's brutal.
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice.
Someday, when I make it big in lower middle management, I'm gonna come back here and buy this crummy tin pot saloon.
Takes all sorts.
Wow, the helmet really works though.
Not
knock off the funny business.
Because I go from detected to not detected. That's legit right there. I don't think I could wear this the whole time, but...
Stop that scrounging around.
Did you get in there?
I'm gonna have to take this helmet off. Just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, see, 10% weak spot. Yeah, it's already had a helmet that they gave it to me. Could have come in from the ceiling too. Oh. Not that I'm worried about saving mag picks. All right.
Told my manager, a man is not a slice of nanner, Mr. Overby. Then I said, I am more than some commonplace consumable item. Management disagreed.
So let's go talk to Milver Street.
Unpaid leave, they said. Can't go to work.
I don't much appreciate you undermining my work, Minister. When have I ever not made a go of a job for you, huh? Is it so damn hard to extend a mind of trust?
Calm down. You know well it would not have been necessary had you completed your task in a timely manner.
I'll calm down when you stop bringing your little excuses. How about that?
My, such aggression. You scarcely need add hostility to your list of inadequacies, hmm?
She's saying something, but not saying something.
Bad Trooper Sealong, no mind. The individuality encouraged by Auntie's choice sometimes inspires employees to speak out of turn. How has your progress been? Have you acquired what we discussed? Excellent! Pleased that someone in my employ can be relied upon. Here, have one of my finest suits as a token of thanks. May it aid in your capture of hearts and minds.
Again, you gave away my job and told my replacement to send me home. That don't make me wayward, and it sure as shit don't make me unreliable. If this contract weren't staying my hand, I reckon you'd be answering to it right about now.
Let's go with this one.
You mean grant preferential treatment to a subpar contractor? And I suppose the bits for such a procedure shall simply manifest from the ether?
And if I die or leave, how do you reckon failure to retain an enhanced soldier would look to upper management, huh?
Please pay this disgruntled employee no mind. What would she do without Auntie's hand to guide her if she were unemployed? I should think death a preferable alternative.
That's it. I'd rather be a down-and-outer for the rest of my life than crushed under your counterfeit leather boa boot a second longer. I quit!
Yes, now punch his hat off. Good for you, Inez.
It most assuredly is not good for her. This is unheard of, and I might add, you'll not be welcome with an Auntie's choice once more. We'll not take a contract shirker back into our fold.
So you say, but Auntie's choice ain't seen a trooper like me before. You'll regret counting me out. Till then, I hope you choke on your mock apple martinis. And you, I got a proposition for you. Come find me when you're done with this clown.
She will most assuredly regret her decision, most assuredly. But I suppose that is no longer my concern. Now, where were we? Oh yes. The acquisition of this information is but the first part of my plan to bring our foes into the fold and to ensure my future. The second is my operation in Westport.
I'd have to be pretty thick-skulled not to realize you want me to ask for more details.
I should have known better than to try to bait an individual as savvy as yourself. I shall speak openly then. Bringing Westport to heel will deliver me not only my future, but the tools to aid you in your endeavor to enter the Vox Station. Yes, it is a grim place, but the Protectorate hangers-on who remain there are anything but inclined to move on. Converting Westport's subjects will teach us much about the Protectorate mind, how it solves problems, what it desires, how it can be swayed. I've a kit of supplies to aid you, items to cajole or to dissuade. Sabotage the town or sway the citizenry, the choice is yours. Should pose no trouble for a go-getter like you.
Even a go-getter like me needs advice from time to time.
Perhaps. The kit contains a wide variety of tools, propaganda, equipment, and more than a few confectionaries. Some items may serve as honey, swaying the naysayers to our side. Others are blunt implements, crippling infrastructure to force the refugees toward Fairfield. Slather on a bit of elbow grease and you'll certainly succeed. I'm sure there are kindred spirits in Westport. No one wholly resists Auntie.
Yeah. All right.
Excellent. Here's the kit. Advertisement tapes, ambidextrine, assorted stimulants, free samples of Purple Berry Crunch, everything you need to wage war on the undecided mind. With that, I shall mark the locale. Begin with the vigilant Hogarth. Motivate him to depart, and his subjects will trot in file behind him woolly cow-like. Now, I'm sure you've asked yourself, for a task so involved, shall the reward be worthwhile? Well, wonder no longer. For the completion of this deed, I'm prepared to offer you an exact replica of my one-of-a-kind, limited production, gentle person's Oxonian.
I get his hat. That's a pretty light reward.
Of course, I'll be happy to pay you as well, but I was under the impression that good looks were priceless. Then consider yourself officially deputized in the war to further innovation and the free market. Be forewarned. I can only guess at the needs of the denizens of Westport. You must engage with them, gauge their situation. Only then can you motivate them adequately. While I can't say for certain, I strongly suspect not. Westport no longer possesses any strategic value. The The Protectorate has no reason to defend a half-sunken town. Still, I would come prepared with anything you think you might require. Paradise Island brims with danger, even if Westport itself seems safe. Do I look like Officer Carr to you? Guns.
Don't come crying to me if all the refugees are killed by raptidons on the way here. Bye. Okay. Let's talk to Inez.
All done in there? Was hoping we could chat. Hope that little dust up back there didn't put you off. My contract had me caged, and I was glad to get a few licks in during the jailbreak. Got a proposition. Since I'm newly free-ranged, and you're free-ranged yourself, thinking we ought to team up. You're going places. I want to go too. If you help me fix my graft, you'll retain the services of a fully functioning enhanced soldier. Me. Don't matter what you set your mind to, together we'll be unstoppable. And in time, maybe I'll have earned myself the clout to be welcomed back in Auntie's choice.
Nice sales pitch. Do your services come with a 5-year warranty too?
That'll be the addendum in my next business proposal. Assuming I can guarantee I'll live that long once the graft is fixed. I get it. You're skeptical. If you got more questions, go on and ask them. You'll not find me hiding anything in the fine print.
You have a deal.
Had a feeling you knew a good offer when you seen it. Once I'm in top form, you'll be pleasantly surprised to see what I'm capable of. Just gotta find out how to get there first. Doc Tinsley worked with grafts for some time before she came to Fairfield. Damn fine scientist. Reckon we should visit her lab at the edge of town to see if she's got ideas for us.
This much of a crowd's not likely to keep a low profile. Someone ought to head back to mind the ship.
All right, Val, head back to the ship.
Acknowledged.
After you.
All right. So, got a new companion. We got the topmost coat. Gives us the cost cut materials. We saw in that other one. No, I'm liking the ghillie suit personally. All right, so let's go to Milver Street's place. Where was his house? His house was, I want to say it was over here. I didn't even realize this vendor was here. There, at least it shows up on the map now. Nope. Not where we wanted to go. Now, this was DeVries' spot here. Where was your house at? No, we already looked in here. Well, how do we get into the cellar? Oh, here we go.
I suppose it was only a matter of time until we were discovered. Though what an odd thing to die for. Apples.
Is that not why you've come? Because you discovered our recent larceny at the greenhouse?
The greenhouse's stolen bounty offered a healthy alternative to gorging ourselves on that vending machine poison. Alas, I was spotted on 1 or 2 forays.
Your hands are shaking and you stink of old salt tuna. You're starving, aren't you?
I am merely quivering with rage over this insulting interrogation. And that scent you so subtly pointed out is the aroma of noble effort. Foreign to you, I'm sure. Enough! We know what is expected of us, and we have readied ourselves to meet death in all its personas. Have you?
Ready to take the heat off the commander. Just stay with me.
You did me a big favor here. I knew someone, or something, had been absconding with food from the greenhouse, but never in a million skips would I have guessed it were stowaways. Huh. Guess I had this mystery all wrong. Small part of me was hoping... Nah, never mind.
I won't judge, tell me.
Downright foolish. I lost a friend in the invasion. A good friend. Thought maybe all this was her trying to send me a message of some kind. Like I said, foolish.
I'll go with this.
I appreciate that. Never really talked about the direction of my thoughts on this topic with no one before. Wow, it's like I'm lighter. Thank you for everything. Truly.
She did not like the fact that I noticed that she was starving, did she? We'll take the high security lockbox, that's for sure. All right. Was it upstairs? The main hall? Let's go look there. Yeah, that was weird, huh? Or was it just in here? No, this is Kara's room. There she is. We already emptied her crap out. No, wasn't upstairs. Hmm. But this little house right here. That's the greenhouse. That's not it. Maybe it's this place? No. See, I knew I should have marked that shit on the map. Oh, here it is. The Designator Triple Barrel Shotgun. While others offer more double-barreled shotguns, Auntie's Choice offers triple-barreled power. The Raptor Pro is the premium choice for big game hunters and cargo security agents alike. All right. Weak spot hits mark your target, making them a priority to companions and increases the damage they take. Also increases weak spot damage in general. I think I'll stick with the incendiary for now. Oh, let's come over here. go. Inez. What she got here? Surgical strike. Her training as a doctor gives her a good understanding of the anatomy of combatants. Her accuracy is increased significantly. She will actively target enemy weak points. Additionally, her weapon shots will periodically stun her target. Or, Inez occasionally tosses medicine packs near you. Walking over them automatically uses them, reducing your toxicity buildup or crash duration. Medicine packs break apart on their own after a moderate duration. I think we want her as our hitter. I think surgical strike is the way we want to go. I mean, field medicine sounds cool, though. Let's go surgical strikes. There we go. All right. And on that note, I think that we are going to be done for the night. Let's clear all that away. We are halfway through level 7. Nice. 6,600 bits. We got us a ghillie suit. A very rough, but it is a sniper rifle with a suppressor on it. So that's good. The sight that we have on us, the best sight that I found so far. So 2 times magnification. So yeah. We're just moving and grooving. We'll just continue the story on Wednesday and keep plugging along. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Thank you guys for hanging out in the chat. Thank you for all the likes. And I'll be back on Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central Time. So I look forward to seeing you guys all then. Until then, you take care of yourselves out there. This is Draco Invictus saying this has been the best day in my life. See ya.